Well, another Wednesday is upon us,
That's
and
right.
of course that means we're heading out to see Dr. Jen Klabunde at Northwood Animal Hospital for Pet Talk.
And magically appearing on your screen, 7 to 4's morning reporter Holly Baker live at Northwood Animal Hospital in Grand Traverse County this morning, talking about the overcrowding of animal shelters in the area. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning, Brody. I'm here at Northwood Animal Hospital, just down the road from Interlochen. I'm here with Dr. Jen Klabunde. She's going to tell us a little bit about why people should adopt from animal shelters.
It's a great place to adopt pets, and it's important not to overlook it. I mean, breeders are great too. All of these animals need homes, but these animals that are in a shelter are desperate for a home. And if they don't find a home, they can be put down. Up here in Traverse City, we have no-kill shelters, which are great, which means they won't be euthanized. But the fact is that 70% of cats that are in a shelter are going to be euthanized, and 60% of dogs that are in a shelter are going to be euthanized. So these are animals that are desperate for a home. They're on a time crunch, and it's really important to adopt them. Earlier we talked about two dogs, the husky and the Jack Russell, and they're both looking for homes as well. And we'll talk more about that later. But it's a good thing not to overlook.
Those statistics are really high. If someone is looking to adopt from a shelter, when they go, what kind of animals can they expect to find there?
And this is a great question because it can vary. But 25% of dogs that are in a shelter are actually purebred dogs. So any purebred dog that you can get from a breeder, you can find in a shelter. It's just a gamble as to when they're going to be there. So you may go to the shelter, say today, and find one set of dogs. Next week there may be a whole new bunch that come in. But all the cats, they're just fantastic animals, and like I said, 25% are purebred, which is a really high number. I was surprised to learn that.
How much would it cost somebody to adopt a pet from a shelter?
And this is a great question too, because that depends. The adoption fee is usually very small, but if you're paying an adoption fee that's higher, this could be because the animal is fully vetted, which we talked about earlier. They're already spayed, they're already neutered, they're up to date on their vaccines. Everything is done for you, so you basically take the pet home and you're done for the year until it's time for their recheck and booster shots. But this can vary from anywhere from, say, $50 up to $150. But don't balk at the high price. It's usually means that everything is done, and it's going to save you hundreds in vet bills for getting them spayed and neutered later. So those two pets that we talked about earlier are available through Frisco and Joey's Mission, and also the Wexford County Humane Society. But I wanted to give the number for the Frisco and Joey's Mission in case you are interested in the husky or the Jack Russell, and that number is 645-0394. So that's the number to Frisco and Joey's Mission, and that's where the husky is right now. She has been pulled out of Wexford County Humane Society, hoping to find a home, and then so I hope that somebody out there adopts her. She's a sweet girl.
I hope so too. I want to say thank you so much to Dr. Jen Klabunde for giving us this information and all these things about adopting from a shelter. We're live at Northwood Animal Hospital. For 7 and 4 News, I'm Holly Baker.